Hi, everyone. We're the Casual Ones. Welcome to our weekly Dungeons & Dragons live stream with the Punch Drunk Champions, or at least two of them. If this is your first time watching our stream, then welcome. We stream every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with our videos going live on YouTube on Fridays. Sometimes we play other games and systems too. If you want to see that stuff, go check out our YouTube channel because we got a whole bunch of stuff there. We got campaigns, we got videos. It's really just those two things. But you should go check it out. And if you do like our stuff and you enjoy the content and you like what you watch, please send us some likes, comments, subscribe, you know, all that good stuff. And if you want to come chat with us, as always, you can join our Discord. Peaches has definitely put it in the chat, as he has consistently done every time I've said it. Otherwise, though, you can find it if you look at our links. If you look at our links, you can find it, I promise. That being said, we got a short crew today. We got an MIA, an AFK, and an RIP. So
RIP.
Why don't we go ahead
for the PDC, right?
For the PDC. Oh man, it's too many abbreviations. Let's go ahead and get into it though. So just to recap where our campaign has taken us so far. Gosh, boys, gents, you've been through the ringer recently. After a trip to a mysterious island known as Ebonmorn that was full of weird monstrous creations and a fair amount of undead. You lost one party member in Grub /Dorb /Wizard /Guileless /Glux. Was it Gux? I don't know if it was Gux or Glux. Glux sounds worse, so it's probably that.
Mistake.
Yeah, 100%. You unfortunately also lost in Lux's best friend, Zelmith. Perished on said island. You also accidentally awakened something within the island by throwing a divine relic into a hole to make a wish. And you caused the veil, which is an extremely destructive force that was surrounding the island, to begin making an expansion towards more of the land and the people of the world.
Did it have a permit for that?
It's got some zoning problems, but they're working it through. Yeah, they're working it out.
I do want to mention though, we're still waiting for our wish to come true. If somebody can get on that, that'd be great.
True. Right. Yeah. I think the problem was you said what you wished for, so it can't come true.
Oh.
Damn, yeah. You didn't blow out all the candles on the cake all at once.
Yeah, you broke the wishing rule. Happens to the best of us. But I'm sure you'll get another chance.
Special coin, though. Come on.
It was an extra special coin given to you by a god. But sometimes you got to eat it. Yes. You did end up returning back home to Tor, where you are both mostly from, and Lux and Silas, you decided to deliver the news to Zelma's father that he was in fact dead. You felt it was in your best interest to tell one of the most powerful people in the city that you had killed one of his sons. Thus,
he deserves to know.
You know what? At least you were honest.
Yeah.
So that was
He
nice.
would have found out.
He seems to know things. After giving him that information, there was a brief session with the other heads of the Great House to discuss what had happened. And it seems like people are none too happy with you at the moment, and you might not have as many people in your corner as you had had previously.
They're fickle people. One bad thing goes wrong, and they all just turn against you. Come on.
we unleash one destructive curtain towards the entire planet, and all of a sudden everybody's up in arms.
Listen, it happens to the best of us. Come on.
It does. In theory. After the news had been delivered that you guys seem to be on some thin ice, you decided to return back home to the Summer Ward residence, where Silas's father, Mason, had promised that at the very least, you could be kept safe.
Bless that man's heart.
He seems to be a good dude. He's got one big heart and one arm left.
He's got the essentials.
He does. That's all you need. That's all you need in life. Heart and an arm. And that's where we pick up. It is morning. You both spent a night sort of tossing and turning just in regards to what had happened recently and the outcome of the trials that you had gone through. You haven't had a chance to speak with Charlie as of yet, who is off in her hometown of Atholito, trying to warn them of the impending, danger. That seems to be headed their way as well, as Atholito is a little bit closer to Ebenmorn than Kor is. But you managed to get some sleep. You did both gain a long rest in case you needed it or haven't had that marked, sorry. But the morning is here. What would you like to do?
I think I wandered down into what I remember to be the dining room, like kind of groggily, and then remember this is no longer the dining room, and just kind of like see everybody walking around or working, like kind of spin on my heel and head towards the kitchen.
Yeah, I don't know the house, so I'm just wandering.
Yeah, you wake up.
Through.
You were given a guest room, which was quite nice. Still probably one of the nicer rooms that you've stayed in. The Summer Ward residence, while it is efficient, it is still luxurious in many ways. Nice, comfortable bed.
We prefer luxuriously austere.
There you go.
In this home.
It's the aesthetic, you know? But eventually, as you're wandering around Lux, you do see Silas, who is making his way towards the kitchen.
Oh, Lux, come on, breakfast.
Yeah,
we'll get something.
Don't you guys usually eat at the dining hall?
Yeah, well, as you can see, the table's not really there anymore.
This is your house. You lead the way.
Yeah, and I just like walk in. I'm like, you know what? Just before I came to join you guys for Evermorn, there was a massive fire in here. Nearly took the whole place down. If it wasn't for me, you know what? It's fine. I have my moments. That's all I'm saying. But we need a health and safety advisor in this place some days, you know?
You can appoint the very many people that you have hired here. I'm sure they're very capable.
And I like look around. Yeah, okay.
Or, I mean, you could just stay and be this safety officer. I don't know. I don't think it's very lucrative, but...
I don't have to worry about money anymore either. But maybe we should hire from outside of the estate. That doesn't matter. Lux, you're hungry, right?
You know, not really, but, you know, I probably should get something to eat. Thinking that the Peacebreakers want me dead.
You need to keep your strength up. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be attacked by assassins or anything like that here in, the estate, but you need to eat, Lux.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, go in. I have to assume that there's just another pot of soup bubbling. I'm like, eye it cautiously to make sure that there's somebody watching the soup.
There is something that looks like it's stew that's being slow cooked to be ready for lunch. There's a ton of meats that are being cooked at the moment. So breakfast sausages, you got some back bacon. There's also, to your delight and glee, there is a very great many eggs that have been gathered for you. And a good assortment of cheeses as well.
I gotta keep it keto. Yeah, just that's the thing. Like I grab a plate, start like loading eggs. Like It's a cheat day, Lux. Come on, and grab all the proteins.
Like, did you have a cheat day yesterday? The day before that?
Man. No. But listen, I'm going through some stuff. Okay.
Okay. You can get back on that train tomorrow.
Yep. And it does occur to me, like, I haven't done any crunches in like 5 days. That'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab a little bit of food and just like sit down with Silas but I'm gonna wait until he eats the food first.
Jesus.
Listen,
I love it. No, hey, I
to
get
protect
it.
myself.
Lux, are you really that paranoid?
You know, normally, yes, I am. Yeah.
It's fine. I'm like, put a whole like sausage in my mouth, like a wall. It's fine, man.
Just like give it a second, just to make sure there's no delay.
Another
Then I'll
sausage
start-
on the fork. Like, come on, just eat it.
I like grab the fork out of his hands and I'll start eating.
There you go. Just grab another fork and just keep eating. And we're like, I have to imagine we're kind of like sitting in the like the sort of corner of the kitchen, like staying out of everybody's way, but like just eating and watching and maintaining a vigilant eye over the stew pot just in case.
Yep. Yeah, so you guys spend a little bit of time eating. Eventually, you do see your mother and father walk in and start grabbing at some of the food that's being cooked as well. As your father, as Mason notices you, he says, why don't you all come eat? We have another chamber that we can use. I think there are some things we should probably discuss.
It's fair enough.
Makes sense. And I grab a carafe of, coffee on the way out. A couple mugs. Yeah, and it's not all for me.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Yeah. Grabbing a couple mugs and everything.
Okay. Yeah, so you end up going into what you would have known, Silas, to actually have been one of the rooms that was used for training. Previously, there was a bit of a indoor training area that has now been converted into a sort of makeshift dining room that still has some training elements in it. Like there are practice dummies filled with hay that have older dented armor on them along the walls. And you can see that there is still a small archery target off to one side, but set up in such a way that if someone were to shoot at it, at no point could it, unless they're very bad, would it go near this table. But it's really just benches and a table that are set up. But you sit down, and as you do, more of the people that work around the house, they start bringing out like other fresh fruits and stuff to place on the table as well. You are brought some fresh juices. There is both orange and apple you would like, and more coffee follows after you kind of come out with your carafes and your mugs as well. As you all sit down and start making your plates, Mason looks at you, Silas, and says, so there was an emergency meeting that was called yesterday evening after we had arrived back home. It seemed as though the Zelma's father had wanted to discuss what the future would be once again between just the leaders of the great houses as well as the king. I'm not going to try and sugarcoat this. He was more visibly upset than I think I've ever seen him. That being said, he does seem to listen to reason. There will be no harm that comes to you, either one of you. So Lux, I want to make sure that you understand that as well. However, there's concerns over what your usefulness would be going forward. Originally, they thought it was best, Lord Priestbreaker thought it was best to exile at least Lux, disband any further workings with you because of what had happened, and obviously he's trying to pin everything on you. However, there is still a lot of work that needs to be done. There's obviously the problem with Ebonmorn, which I want you both to know is being handled currently by some of the other greater houses that have more experience in this way. The first reports that I heard this morning was that the expansion of the veil has, at the very least, slowed dramatically. So there doesn't seem to be an immediate threat to our home or the homes of anybody on shore. The biggest fallout has been that any trading routes that would run through that bay or near or around Ebonmorn are no longer functioning. The Vale has expanded to such a point where sailing around it is dangerous to the point of suicidal. But the shore is safe. That much we can at least be thankful for.
For now, yeah.
It's been agreed that you will still be employed if you so choose. And the office that was promised originally before you had set out to Ebonmorn has now been completed. So it sounds like what needs to happen next is to head that way. There's going to be assignments that will be coming in. I need to let you know, son, that you won't receive assignments from any individual member of the Great Houses. The king has seen it fit to quell some of the emotions that have been running through the leaders due to what happened. So you will only ever be given an assignment through a third party. It'll be something that's voted on by all the houses. So it's to ensure that somebody like Lord Peacebreaker can't send you off to your death, or that we couldn't monopolize your time or anything like that. I just want to be upfront and forward with you so you understand
So
that
this
side.
Isn't so much a probation then.
Not necessarily. As I understand, there may be some changes that come through in the coming days. But again, I want to make sure you understand that you are safe, and the offices are ready for you if you would like to go and look at them. I believe I have. And he kind of starts patting around his pockets a little bit. This is the address if you like, and he hands it out over to you, Silas. Because I haven't gone by it personally, but from what I've heard, it's actually quite nice. Been updates done in and around that area, so.
Right.
Yeah.
And that is down in the Yisuk region, right?
Yes.
Okay. Like down in the poor quarters?
Correct.
Okay. Just, honestly, in all the turmoil, I had almost forgotten that this was something that we had coming. It feels a little hollow now, but you've clearly gone out of your way to ensure that Lux and I remain, if not in good graces, at least alive. And I think we've got a lot of work to do to earn that.
I think you've already done more than enough, in my eyes. I think earning it from the rest will take time. But you did more than enough for our family, and I want to make sure you know that.
The food's safe, Lux, and I dump several sausages onto his plate.
Yeah, I'm just gonna grab one. I'm forever grateful. Thank you for everything.
Because you helped get back something for me that I had long given up on, so thank you. But that's enough emotion for me. I have more meetings to attend this morning, so if you'll excuse me, I need to go check on our generals. And he gets up and he leaves the room, and your mom kind of looks over at you, Silas, and says, "We are very proud of you."
I choose to believe that. I'm not proud of myself right now.
And as she stands up to go follow your father out, she puts, one hand on either shoulder as she's standing behind you. Says, I know it seems very tough right now, but things will be okay. I believe in you. And you'll believe in yourself again, too. Promise.
I just let that sit.
Gives you a little squeeze and then follows out after your father.
Well, eat up, Lux. There's quite the spread here.
Yeah, and then we'll make our way over to the office.
Yeah, and as we do that whole thing, like as we exit, I just take the fork that's in my hand and like try to toss it at the target.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and make a ranged attack for me.
Yeah, it's gonna be terrible.
I'm excited.
That's with Dex, yeah. All right.
Yeah. Yeah,
Dex.
Dex plus proficiency.
Oh, that's a 20.
Oof.
Yeah, you nail it. You're throwing it the side, so it doesn't stick in as clean as you'd like it, because you're not, throwing straight on. You can't get a fork to go straight at an angle, but you hit center, so.
Fork
Hey.
it. Let's go.
Maybe you're a better sharpshooter than you are with the sword. Hey, it's never too late to change proficiencies.
Hey, Lux, how's that lockpick set doing?
You know what? I still haven't replaced it, to be honest. And
My God.
maybe we should do that.
Yeah, probably.
Clearly, we both need practice and things.
It is still weird though that it disappeared. Like, I still think about it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. Let's just go get you a new one. We got to figure it out. But let's go to this office because apparently we have one. Oh, speaking of which, I call the corner office because obviously.
Sure, I'm not picky. Hey, maybe you can be that health and safety advisor for our office.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to your fire escape plans.
Oh boy.
All right.
Yeah, head on down.
Okay. Yeah, so you take a look at the address and you have a pretty decent idea of where that is, as one of the roads does run out of Yusuk into more areas that you've actually been yourself. So you start heading over. It's at this point, after the discussion and kind of getting all of your stuff together and getting ready, it's around mid-morning right now, probably sometime after 10 or 11. And there's a fair bit of people that are out and about on the street. It's a nice day. Not too warm. It's sun's out, a little bit of cloud coverage, but nothing to be upset about. It's nice. And as you walk through all the beautiful gardens of Lakeside and kind of move yourselves into the more middling areas of Core, and then eventually into Yusuk, you really get that perspective of what it looks like to be upper class and then to just be right at the bottom of that ladder. You've been through here before, but the more you come by, the more you see these roofs that are caving in, these walls that are just stained and broken, and the smell isn't what you'd like. But then, almost just as suddenly, you notice a lot of newer looking buildings, or at the very least, buildings that have been worked on, that are patched. You see newer bricks, newer stones that have been used. You can tell that wood planks have been replaced in the sides of some of these homes to kind of update them. You see more people with smiles. You still see people who are on the streets begging for whether it be food or coin. But it's odd, even their clothes seem to be just a little nicer. You see street vendors out on the corner selling different wares. You see some selling jewelry. You see carts with food and fresh fruit. And you're starting to kind of see where this money that they've invested recently has gone to. And eventually you come up on a building that looks to be 3 stories high from the outside. And it has the address on it. From what you see on the note that your father had given you, looks like you're on the 3rd floor. You guys have the top floor.
Oh, so we don't have like the whole building.
No.
That's fine, I guess. That's fine. Yeah, I'm like, well, if this is the place, Lex, then head on up.
Yeah.
What else appears to be in the building on the first and second floors?
So the 1st and 2nd floors right now seem to have different offices for different professions. You can see that on the 1st floor, there is both a lawyer and a trained doctor. Though, just kind of walking by, because you have to take stairs to get up, obviously. You can tell that there's still a bit of work being done in the bottom floors of this building. Still some walls that are being put up and different areas being painted. So they seem to be recently moved in. But as you walk up and follow up the stairs, the 2nd floor itself seems to be entirely vacant. You can see like some framing that's in there currently, but they haven't actually walled everything off as of yet. And then you circle around again and you get to the 3rd floor. And you see there's another set, like the stairs looks like they continue. So if you wanted to, you could go 1 floor higher. But otherwise, there is a big door. It's a wooden door that actually has a bit of a glass panel in it.
Okay. Is there a sign or anything on the door?
There's no sign on the door.
Gonna have to fix that.
What would we? I don't think we can call it Punch Drunk Champions. I mean, that sounds a bit unprofessional.
Have you seen the area where it? Sorry, that's rude. That's rude. We will take it under advisement and maybe see if there's a better name. I know that I'm not exactly feeling like a champion lately, but maybe that's what we're known as,
I don't think anybody in core is ever going to think of us as champions. Drunk, maybe. Champions.
You know what, Lux? It's only the bigwigs up at the top at Lakeside that really, let's be honest, give a shit about us. The people around here, they don't really know us, and we've got an opportunity to change that. Maybe we could become champions again.
You know what? I like the optimism. We should call ourselves soon to be champions. I think it has a nice ring to it.
That is a terrible idea. Let's go inside.
All right.
Like, just push the door open.
So as you go through and you push the door open, you see that you are not the first people to arrive on that floor.
Okay.
If I could have
God.
Look at these losers.
our 3 new individuals, please describe what they see and the character that they see when they arrive.
Who goes first?
You.
Yeah. You see a triple of people in here. We're milling about. I guess first you see a bluish tiefling with little nubby horns, some pulled back dark hair, and a lot of robes and layers on. You'll notice the robes have like a fun eyeball like stitching into it as a pattern. And I'm lifting a big heavy bowl of something and I'm putting it on a table close to a bigger friend of mine.
Yes, you see a very large, like olive-skinned individual, long dreads that are sort of tied up in the back. And the dreadlocks are actually auburn, or like starts as a black and then goes to a white gray, and then as it goes into the tips, it's like almost a light pale green. He's got very intricate, beautiful, multicolored tattoos on his arms. This is a specimen. This is a 7'1", athletic, just Shaq's
Humble.
Shaq's too wide. Like think Shaq, but maybe like more well proportioned. And right now he is standing on a chair that looks like it's screaming for dear life. As it's like you can see the legs bend, and he's like using the butt of a very beautiful, intricate spear to like hold up a wide rolled up canvas. And as you see, he sort of like looks to the other individual in the room.
Yes, who is a beautiful woman, long dark hair, wearing like really light, breezy clothes, and just like adorned with jewelry everywhere, like lots of piercings and head chains and like necklaces and chains around her waist, all in gold and yellow eyes, and she's watching this man move the canvas, and just a little up to the right. So then I said to her, if you think that's rough, you should hear my lute skills. Anyways,
I only get half of this joke. What?
It's a
don't worry.
music. It's a music thing.
It's
You took from
Thorn, just
lute.
laugh.
Perfect.
Oh, they're here.
Oh yes.
oh.
And you watch
Hello.
as
Welcome.
Thorn drops the canvas, and it says on the Now You Realize banner, welcome, Project Team 2.
Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome to the station. Welcome.
Hello. We didn't expect to see other people here, did we, Lux? Sorry. Where are my manners? I'm Silas Summerward, and this is
Nice to
my
meet
dear friend
you,
Lux.
Lux.
Silas, Lux.
Nice to meet you as well. Well, yeah, this is
Welcome.
This is it. This is the. Do we
Make
do we do a
yourself at
tour?
home.
Yeah, make
Yes,
yourself at
yes.
home. We
Yes. I do tour. I should. Yes.
take them for the tour.
Okay.
Sorry. And to whom do I have the pleasure of meeting?
My
Oh.
name is Thorn, and this.
Thorn.
Yes.
Hi.
Hell. I pat his head gently. Hello.
Straighten out the circlet, like.
I walk over to you. It looks like a handshake, ready to go. And then right as I get close, just put the hand between us. I'm Rolajvar. I'm one of the key researchers here. And that's my desk. You just see a backpack tucked onto a desk, nothing else. And yeah, I just like way for the view of our other friend here.
Yes, and I am Delphine, and I put my hand out to be kissed.
I just flush completely red. It's like, and a just deep bow. Hello. And just take your hand, like kiss like the back of my own hand. You know, like
The hover hand of
it's
fantasy.
like- yeah.
Just cup Silas's cheek. Sweet boy, it's fine. Beverages, libations.
Tour.
Both.
Yeah, all of that. What's Project Team 2?
You.
That's you.
You.
That's you. We've been waiting for you. We've heard that there was a group out there, and they were going to be joining us at the station.
Yeah. Welcome to
Alright.
team.
Yes, we are Research Team 1. That's our group's name.
Oh, okay. We
And what are you researching exactly?
I would hope the same thing as you. We're looking into ruins, into pathways below.
old time, past. What is it again?
History.
History. Yes, far history. Yes.
Magical
see.
in nature, most of it.
Yes. I
so-
glow.
Your team has been looking into the Underdark then.
Mm-hmm. We have.
Well, it seems now I understand our use a little bit more. Nalux?
Yeah. Yeah. I just surprised.
Yeah.
You didn't think
Forgive
you were
us.
in
We
alone,
don't
did
mean
you?
to seem ungrateful or anything. This is
You
a
don't?
very warm welcome. We're just
You're
a
welcome.
little shocked by this whole situation.
No, it will be nice. We have more hands now. Yes.
That's true.
Yes.
Thorn's moving trees up to the roof if you want to help with that. Just a few trees in one of the halls.
That's a tree in a big vase. You
Um,
lift.
I can-
I'll grab the other one. It's downstairs.
I can take some stuff. There's like a bunch of beds set up, but then there's like female clothes and jewelry over about 3 or 4 of them. Just starts like taking those off. You guys can have these ones if you'd like.
mm,
Yeah, we've got rooms to stay if you don't have places.
Give them the tour.
the whole
Yes,
tour.
let's
First-
do the tour.
War room. You watch as he marches over to a door and opens it, and inside you see a wonderful looking water closet. This is where I do battle.
Ooh, Thorn, you might want to invest in more fiber.
Next,
Diet is very important.
Feculty room.
Did you say feculty? No.
No. I start walking over to another door, and I open it, and inside you see a large oval table with like 7 or 8 chairs and like a desk and maybe like a fantasy coffee maker.
I wrestle up to
Feculty
Silas.
room.
I wrestle up to Silas and go,
faculty room. Yes.
Common's not his first language, but he's doing quite well, don't you think?
He's making great strides both in walking and his language. Yes.
Yeah.
We're standing in the bedroom. Desks.
And there's
Yes.
an up as well.
Yes, and my
Oh,
room.
yes.
I
And
see.
Thorn's room.
Okay.
I'm excited to
Mhm.
see it.
So we're on the what floor right now of the
Third?
whole building? Third?
Third, which is the top floor.
Okay. And I guess there's just stairs up. I mean, little immediate
And it's
rooftop.
a hatch that opens up.
Yes.
You have to take a ladder to the last part of it.
Yep.
And you just see on the roof, there is like I imagine the roof a little flatter in some spots. So he has like a nice little setup.
Mhm.
There's like a canopy made out of definitely a large creature's fur. It's like this striped purple and white and blue color. And you see like he has 2 large like trees that he's essentially just affixed very poorly to the roof, and in between hangs a hammock, and
There it is.
there's just like one spot in the corner where there's like these pots and plants with all these weird looking plants. This is his house. This is his room on the roof.
This is quite lovely, Thorn. Nothing like a room with a view.
Yes, I like outside.
And apparently he
So-
doesn't care for privacy because we're up here all the time. So
It's nice.
it's not a terrible
air,
view, kind
relatively.
Anytime,
of. Yeah.
unless I'm sleeping, then anytime.
Okay. Forgive me for being forward, Thorn, but where are you from? You don't seem to be a native to Core.
Wow.
Yeah, right
They
to
haven't
it.
even asked questions.
Yeah,
That's
we
weird.
haven't
very
asked
cool.
him that yet. It felt very
Um,
forward. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, I am
Researching.
from here, but I spend, hard to say. I don't know how old. 12 years in the Feywild. So Feywild, I'd say.
Whoa, wow.
Okay. All right. Just,
And-
yeah.
I'm sorry. How long have you been a group?
Oh, what's
Uh,
this?
feel like
Full together,
forever.
the 3 of us.
7 days?
Maybe about for a total, maybe a little less than that. Thorn and I, we did one thing before this, and
Yes,
then
we
all
know
3
a
of
month
us.
or so.
Yes.
yeah,
Feels
just
like a
3 bits.
lifetime, though.
Yes,
Yeah.
many days.
Been really getting this place kind of in order, but a lot of work to do.
It's starting to feel like home.
Oh,
Starting to.
you've done some fine work in here so far. What can we do? We are at your service.
Whew, we didn't think that far through, I don't
Yes.
think.
Banner is as far as we got.
We got to the banner. We patched up the wall.
I poured some
I'm
wine.
very sorry.
I'm sorry. Did you say wine?
Yes, downstairs. Just thought that's usually what you do in a group setting.
Mm-hmm. That might help me relax. Yeah. That seems
Okay,
nice.
yes.
Yes. I'm sorry. It's just we're just taken aback. We weren't really thinking that we were going to see many people today. So sorry if we seem a bit off.
Yes, you seem sad.
Yeah, I heard that the
Thorn.
second team was going to be a little bigger. I will say we did hear we did hear about one of the how do we
You heard about Zelda?
Zell.
We heard that Zell died.
yes.
Sorry.
Yeah. Our team was larger. We've recently experienced some level of loss. Our friend Zelmuth and our good friend Grub seemingly at their end on Evan Morn. And our friend Charlie is away in Apolito trying to deal with the expansion of the Vale with the council there. But
I see.
we can expect to meet up with her again within the next couple days, I'm sure. So three of us is what you get.
I see. I actually hadn't heard of the other. We definitely did hear about Zell. It's word is it's escaped, even if it was trying to keep quiet. There's a lot going on there.
Knowing Zell, I'm sure he went out in a blaze of glory, battling something or fire or...
Ms. Delphine, you're
Something glamorous.
familiar with Zelmuth.
We read in the same social circles, yes.
High school.
Sorry.
Yes, we did go to high school together.
I have heard he really did
Yes.
peak in high school. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think he's a great guy. I've never met, but I think he's a great guy.
I'm sure. Yeah. You sound. Maybe if it's not too much, then I'll even break in a drink in his honor if that wouldn't be too forward.
No.
Yeah,
Not at all.
I think we should get some drinks and cement our new friendship.
That sounds
Yes.
good to me.
Yes. I'll pour one for everyone,
Yep.
and then pour a sparkling water for me and pass them around to everyone.
One for the
Nice,
homie.
nice swirl
Yeah, I
of
was
it.
gonna say pour one out for Grub and Zelmuth.
To Zell and
Oh, he'd be
To Zell.
so
Rub
mad
or
with
something like that.
Yeah.
Grub. He
Grub.
usually Grub. Sometimes Dwarb, sometimes Guileless. A master of disguise, honestly.
I see.
Sounds very cool.
I wouldn't call him a master, but he was something.
Well, disguise can be very useful in this line of work. So that's it's always good to have something like that.
Yeah.
To research and to Zell
To research and Zell and Grub.
and
Friends new, old, and lost.
You guys notice that Thorn's only really, like, besides the death of your friend, hasn't really caught much of anything else. Too much of anything else. So his is a little bit more jovial than everyone's because he's sort of missed a bit of the context.
Put a hand on your shoulder and just like give him like a turn it down a notch.
Yes, so you see the eyebrows go down. Yes. Sorry.
It's just you're such a muppet.
And just sipping at the wine. But please take a room. Pointing at the hall of doors, I guess. Just what I kind of move it around. So if you want to pick a spot, that's great. Then that'll help me kind of settle.
Yeah, I just sort of like pick the room sort of like in the middle. If there's one with like a street view or something like that, I do exactly that.
Window seat.
Gotta love that
Nice.
street view.
Yeah. And
We're
for now,
just
like just take the
looking in
cloak
the
off
door.
and throw it on the bed as a way of claiming it. So tell me, Reladrivar, what leads have you been following up on lately?
I guess this is it. We're the team now, right? Just
Yep.
looking to all everyone. Wow.
Yes.
Geez.
They're
So
behind. They need more information.
I'm anxious to get to work personally. It's been
that's fair.
a rough time, and I need to keep my mind off things.
Yeah, light hands match a heavy heart is something I've heard, so I understand that completely. Delphine's here.
Ooh.
It's fine. It's a
Fast
like a
and yeah.
colloquialism.
Oh, that's a good one. Yep. Let's put that in the...
Hold his head for a second. Okay.
Delphine's just been with us a few days. We're mostly just getting situated, getting to know one another.
Yes, I didn't join the group on their underground adventure, but I came over from one of the other families in order to help out. And we're waiting for our next assignment per se, but have just been, Reladrivar has been obviously working diligently on research regarding the Underdark and all the things they experienced there. Why don't you tell us a little bit more about your journey? I think the news has been dominated a bit by perhaps the sad things that have happened. We would love to hear more about the interesting. Not that wasn't interesting, but. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, gonna look at Silas. Yeah, where should we begin?
Tell them about the Evanmore, Lux.
That would be interesting. That's where we haven't crossed paths at all. We've kind of retread some of the ground here, but nothing that far.
Yeah. I'm gonna look at Silas like, fuck, started all the
Just like face and mug.
Yeah, so we landed on the shores of Evermorn. The veil there was...
I run over to a book by that desk, get it in my bag, and immediately I'm writing down everything you're saying.
Yeah, there's a veil of sorts. It's quite difficult to see, but every time someone crosses that veil, it seems as though organic material just kind of disintegrates, if that makes sense. Ages. And I'm gonna turn my form into my older version.
Oh, startling.
Older.
So, okay.
You can just tell people they look older, Thorin.
Also a master of disguise, then.
Yeah, of sorts.
Plenty of faces.
Anyway, this aging happened to me in 6 seconds from a creature that we ended up fighting there. And we were ambushed at some point, and I'll keep those details to myself. But once we lost our friend Grub, we went searching, and we came across, lack of a better term, it looked like a well of sorts. While we were mulling it over, seeing if its importance, we threw an object down there that we've come to know was ill-advised.
What sort of object was this? Just something mundane or something?
It was a coin given to us from a god.
Okay.
Oh, you just threw that down there.
Really escalated.
That word I know. I know that word.
Choking my wine a bit.
Okay.
Put a softball in Lux.
Okay. And this was just to see how, it's a well, you throw a coin
See
into
how
a well.
deep it is.
Yeah, is that what you're
Makes
thinking?
perfect
Or?
sense.
It wasn't like a Make-A-Wish situation. It was as though I actually did it. It was as though a powerful suggestion was made, but it felt like our own idea. Lux had gone to toss it in, and I stopped him because it seemed like a stupid idea. But the moment I held the coin in my hand, it seemed like the best plan.
So
And-
magic.
Thorn
Yes.
likes magic.
Yes.
It felt stronger than the magic that I've ever felt. It
It was so powerful. It was like there was no magic at all. Honestly, it's hard to
felt like
describe.
our own idea, just happenstance. And
Interesting.
once that coin fell in, we kept feeling pulses, the same type of reaction that we had crossed through the veil the first time, and it started disintegrating everything. Even our clothing at some point was pretty tattered. And anyway,
This armor is less than a week old. I like shake the dented armor.
You see Thorn glow a very strange color, and then it shifts to like a light purple. He's like, "Oh yes, like 4 or 5 days."
Do I recognize this school of magic?
I don't know.
Make an arcana check for me.
Yeah. No, that was that was a DM.
No.
I was like, "Why are you asking me?" I was like, "Oh, right."
Oh my god! It went 19. Boop, natural 1.
Welcome to the casual ones, everybody.
Yeah, you're you can't really pin that down at all. You're
kind, baby.
it's a weird day for you already. So
Yep. I'm drinking wine at 1 o'clock. You know.
we were actually given that task much earlier. We had discovered a cave of sorts that ended up being, I don't know, it felt like a home under the rock. And I guess we had unleashed a creature of sorts, and the creature ran off. However, it kind of led its way to Ebonmore.
Is this
Kind of
Torin that you're talking about? Or
I don't have my notes, so yes, let's go with that.
yes, it is. Way to pick up on the
those
subtleties,
notes,
Peaches.
Thank you,
got
thank you.
stolen, huh? What bad happened to those, huh? But yes,
Well, it all sounds
actually,
rather fascinating.
that's actually where our paths sort of cross. We've retread those ruins.
Yes.
We did some excavations there. We found a wall below the earth. And
Oh yes, that sounded fascinating.
Same as one we found.
We found one below the city here too. Silas Summerward under your house. Actually, we met with your family, and there's a whole
Very
operation.
Very deep.
There's an operation in your house. I don't know if you came here first and went there first. You probably know it's your house. There, we found as well, with a bit of excavation having already been done, another wall that had been filled into a doorway, a massive gate, blending away into the earth, over 30 feet tall and wide, a magical door of some seeming, but more importantly, completely bricked through with indestructible brick. Same that we found in the ruins in Torin. And Thorn here with all his magical, you saw what he just did with the armor. He did it with the wall, and we can't figure it out.
It's bad.
So
But I
it's bad.
want to know
we want to know. And,
so badly.
So do you surmise that these are perhaps entrances to the Underdark then?
Maybe.
Yes.
That's our best guess, but at this point, we don't know. It could.
Were there
be nothing.
similar markings and etchings at both locations?
There were monsters.
There was, yes. We heard tale of some strange wolf-like creatures weeks or months back, and we believe we found the same things underneath the city. Just a few of them.
1.5.
He did cut 1.5. Yeah. And there was some other nasty thing that fell from the ceiling, tried to choke us out. But
yes.
again, Thorn was there, thankfully.
Taika didn't have to.
He's so good at that.
Do you do a lot of that, Thorn?
Yeah.
Well, what's your weapon of choice?
You see the massive glaive, very intricately designed with a dark wood and like the silver inlay going up, and then like there are like branches that are clinging to like this essentially emerald blade of a glaive. He just taps the
Beautiful
blade.
craftsmanship.
Yes,
Absolutely
yes.
cut things in half.
Half.
Nice.
Question,
Sure.
just like this way or this way?
I mean, depends on shape.
First one, then the other.
Sometimes half this way, sometimes half not this way, sometimes half this way.
It's a lot of halves.
Like lean over to Lux. I'm like, I want to see him in action.
Yeah, I'm gonna like look at him. You can probably
Not
show
against
you a thing
me.
or two.
But that's it. That's why he's earned his place. He's got incredible insight for magic and an even more incredible one for protection. So if you're ever feeling in danger from anything, he's probably your guy. I don't know if
And I
you two are
just,
fighters
like,
as well.
I look at Lux and like dare him to say anything.
I like
Are
look
you
at him
more,
with an eye like, dare me, I dare you.
Yes, I'm sort of trained in the Eldritch swordsmanship. I prefer to use the dual blades, as you can see, and I sort of like whip the two swords out and do like a Michelangelo, like flailing the nunchuck kind of thing, right?
With swords?
With
Gorgeous.
No, with swords, you know what I mean? Like just the flourish, right?
Yeah.
Accidentally cut my own arm off.
I point to
No,
the patch in the wall. We did that once when we got here.
Oh, yes, you must be
I
careful.
can show you.
Oh, no.
Nope. Took a long time to fix it.
Okay.
no. Yeah, just I
Toothpicks are nice.
do the best I can. Is what I'll say.
That's good. Yeah, I know we're a research team, but there is a lot of danger in our lives, as you very well know. So,
We research danger.
yes. So hopefully,
Yes.
all of you can handle yourselves. Lux, are you a sword person, or are you less physical, like maybe myself?
I prefer a bow. Yeah, like just kind of grab it.
A
been
marksman,
known-
a Deadeye.
Yeah, of sorts. But I do a little bit of both.
Okay. I think that's
Excellent.
very useful.
And what about you two?
Oh,
I just laugh and touch my glaive.
Well,
Half.
I suppose speaking for myself, I do a little bit of the research help, but more in the moment research, and then I punch people usually, but and then she just like flicks her tongue out a little bit, and you see that it's like forked, and like a little bit of like smoke, like exhalation, and then I have some other skills, but I don't like to. It's rude to show off.
but that means she could show off if she wanted to, and that's a very
We show off now.
Wait, that's
I admire the
Okay,
confidence.
okay. He looks sad, sits down.
And I'm more arcane in nature. I just snap my fingers and cast Mage Hand and just lift the bowl off the middle of the table and bring it over full of like random food and fruits and stuff. So we've got each of our unique strengths, but
However, if a brain was a weapon, we all know what he could do with that.
yeah, I'm gonna show a thick notebook.
I'm gonna like look at Silas. Finally, somebody that reads.
I read Lux, just not often.
I still haven't seen you pick up a book.
I've picked them up. I just haven't opened them.
I'm gonna like grab one of my notebooks and I'm gonna like toss it in between. Those are my notes from our adventures. You could. There are some passages in there. If you have any questions, you can definitely ask.
Okay. Should I copy them over or?
Sure. If you'd like, I think we should be sharing information.
Yeah, that's our whole thing, I think. And with the mage hand going over back to that desk, it starts writing from one page to the other. Every once in a while, it has to come back as I reread your paragraphs. Goes back and writes it.
You'll notice, like in there, it also talks about that core from the machine thing,
which you probably can't read.
Yeah,
there's a spot that you get to when they talk about
that's right.
Yeah,
it's just blurry.
Yeah, like you basically
it's been redacted in your head.
Yeah, you read that they were in a field and they found broken and discarded, seems to be some kind of automaton in nature. But as soon as they start talking about something they retrieved from it, it's like the words won't stay still. They keep morphing and changing and like rewriting itself. It makes no sense to you.
I just tap Thorn as it drifts back over to me. I know words aren't always your favorite, but look at this. And there's some that are moving on the page.
He takes a very large finger and just slowly mouths the words until he gets to that part, and then it's like, very funny feeling.
They're all elves.
Yes!
I can
What a throwback!
What a throwback!
Language. He just pulls out a book of Sylvan and just starts speaking in Sylvan fluently and beautifully. Like, I know other. This is not first. Listen.
I just mean magically. Does this trigger anything for you?
I glow again, and I'll cast that thing and just see if I can see anything magically.
Yeah.
Magical awareness.
For sure. Yeah, no. There's definitely something to it. You can tell that it's a really weird thing because the book itself isn't magical, and that's the first thing that you pick up. And the words themselves aren't magical, but you can tell that something is like tampering with your mind as you're trying to decipher what that word is.
Would Thorn, because he definitely did this magical awareness to the actual door itself when we were in the Underdark.
Mm-hmm.
Does that feel anything related to this at all?
No. A lot when you were looking and investigating the door was fairly oddly divine in nature. This is not that. It is extremely powerful, but it doesn't seem to be divine.
Okay, so I would just know that this is like a powerful magic keeping this information from anyone.
Yes.
Who isn't certain people, maybe.
Yeah.
So I would essentially read that. Strong magic. If you're not allowed, you can't see.
Interesting. But you two can read it. I'm just letting it float back over.
Oh, and I'm going to look at Silas. Oh, I forgot that was in there.
You can't read either.
We physically can't tell you what it is. It is a contract of sorts.
Interesting.
So you have a contract prior to our arrangement, then?
Okay, interesting.
Debts? We must know.
It's important to be open with your team.
I will. Yes. Let's put it this way. It's another avenue of research.
Okay.
Potentially very revealing of some of the secrets that we are looking for, but
interesting.
Due to an arrangement, we have agreed to not speak of it until we have all the details. But when we do know, you will.
That's very kind. I was just joking. Everyone can have their secrets.
I was not joking. I wanted to.
And again, just red-faced. Like,
But is it okay that I write down that you have a redacted magical contract outside of the research team?
Oh, write that down. Yes.
Sorry. Hold on, Rolaudavar.
Yeah.
To whom do you/we all report?
I guess this is your first time in the building, isn't it?
It
We have
is.
cats.
Well, sorry. Actually, DM question: is this the building in which my grandfather was ashed?
No.
Okay,
So
just wanted to
funny.
make
No,
sure.
No,
Yeah,
no,
well,
no.
yeah.
I was
Say
like, have we
yes.
just repurposed it and like rebuilt it?
Oh my
That
God.
is the
Dark
same
corner.
as your grandfather.
Yeah,
We
it
could
won't
not
go
do
Yeah, we don't go over there.
that. It's dark.
It keeps like saying, "I'm a dad. That's why I got you," over and over.
God dang.
But we work for one of the, I mean, technically the houses. I guess that would be your family by some virtue, Silas. And between them, we've been speaking with one of the Koronek people themselves, cousin of the king, I believe.
The Duke.
He's
right?
kind of our go-to. Yeah. Duke Galather.
Alather?
Yes, he's a very chill guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's we haven't met him much, to be honest, but like I said, we've only really been situated here for a little while. So
But I'm sure he'll like you.
Yeah. Let's hope that's the case.
We'll let you do most of the talking.
Oh, we love to talk.
we do talk, especially.
Not my first language.
I'm just gonna pour myself more wine.
Yeah. Is there a reason why you seem to be sheepish about this?
About which exactly?
Just in general, you let us do the talking, but if we were to speak with anyone on the higher ups, it seems to me like you did good work despite there being tragedy. There's
Well,
always going to be tragedy, but there's not always going to be good work.
the thing is, Rolaudavar, is that when your actions, well intentioned though they may be, leads to the death of a nobleman's son, there's always going to be repercussions. And, well, Miss Delphine, if you're no stranger to the game, you know it doesn't take a whole lot for the pieces to be knocked off the board. And we've experienced something like that recently.
Knocked off the board?
We got in trouble.
Oh, half.
Yeah.
God, yes.
Yeah. We thought that going to Evan Morn was, I mean, maybe I thought, I don't know about you, Lux, but that it was going to be sort of a glorious adventure, and we'd, come home to some sort of, I don't know, maybe a parade, the dreams and visions of youth, I guess. And I
Inevitably getting
thought it was-
published or something. I understand.
Yeah. Yes.
He likes
Just
research.
Everyone has
glorying
different
now.
dreams.
And we've lost two friends, two of the first people I can ever confidently say I considered to be my friends. And now Evan Morn poses potentially a great danger to not only oh my god. Sorry, Athelito, there we go. But to the world
thought you
at
said
large.
Joe.
And that's it's not a great feeling.
Well, if I may, she places hands on both of your cheeks again. You're lovely, and we are so happy to have you. And I think that, of course, it is normal to mourn and to feel that you have a very fresh start here with us, and we can see the good that you have done. So just don't be so hard on yourselves.
Tap the
We
book
also
again.
have dog.
We also have dogs here.
There, now you have a reason every time.
There's a lot of animals in this building.
No, we
Getting
can just
them
have
out is the
Captain
hard
Dog. No other.
I appreciate the kind words, but yeah, we've just taken a blow to our confidence. Is all.
Well, you're in good hands. I tapped shoulder of Thorn. You know,
Big grin, and you see they're like almost fangs. Big grin.
yeah, we haven't seen Duffy in a fight yet, but we've heard very good things. So
Yes.
I
She punched my arm.
From who?
Oh, I mean, I ask questions. That's all.
I think it's what
Right.
people just say.
Okay. If you hear something from someone, let me know.
Not a fan of rumors.
No,
Big
absolutely not.
fan. Big fan.
Oh, yeah, I
Of
love rumors.
Thorn, do you know what that means?
Yes,
Stories.
it's so you sit around campfire.
Stories that may not be true.
No, they sometimes scary, but not true.
You all didn't go to high school either, did you?
Not even sure what that is.
I lived in Feywild for 12 years trying not to die. Yes, I did not go to high school.
Speaking of which, Silas, you grew up here now?
Yeah, I did.
I never saw you at our social gatherings.
Yeah, Silas. Why is that?
Just like slap the mug out of Lux's hand.
That explains it.
Yep, makes perfect sense.
Wasn't invited.
Perhaps different school years. What class were you? No. Which, if I may, which house do you represent?
I currently am working for the Wintermoors. However, my family, you likely wouldn't know of them, but like I said, I ran with Zell and his crew.
Yeah, we
Wicked parties.
We did not run in the same circles. Let's just say that being the bastard son of Mason Summer Ward didn't really make for an easy time at social gatherings as I was growing up.
I'm so sorry. Well, we'll hang out now.
Make up the lost time. I never
And
went to high school. You never went to parties. Let's make it happen.
Yeah, yes.
high school.
Let's
I
have one
don't
right
think we should have
now.
a hi- I don't think we should have a high school party.
No, how does it start? What do we do?
Thorn, can you
Oh,
do
yeah.
music? Can you get music going?
He just glows a bunch of different colors.
Synesthesia.
What?
Yeah.
See the light show and he's just moving, but there's no music.
Just remembering a song you like.
Yeah, one he made up in his head when he was 12, like, fighting for his life.
Honestly,
Yeah,
I don't
we-
really remember them, so
Yeah, if
this
we
is
got a
probably
musician
right.
in the gang, maybe we could have music on the spot. But I'm not one for that.
No.
Zell would have loved that.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. He mostly just kind of noodled a bit on his instruments, but
Phrasing.
occasionally he would play some very touching
Phrasing.
songs.
Disrespected that a little, guys, huh? Oh boy.
But yeah, more wine, please.
Okay.
And
get
sorry,
mine.
is that a charcuterie pole?
Oh yes, I've been cooking all day.
Oh,
And then we just have a party.
Yeah, we started a party.
I'll get some Twister out at some point.
Yeah.
That's what you guys did at high school parties, right? I didn't go.
Yeah, I don't remember.
No, I never went to a single high school party either.
Twister is when you twist Monster's neck, yes?
Yes, half.
Yes.
Perfect. Oh, no. To the roof.
As you're all partying and making your way towards the roof hatch, you do end up hearing like a brief little at the door.
I'll get it.
Oh, yep.
Probably the our
First
next
noise
assignment. It could be a noise. I haven't had one of those in forever. All right, I'll grab it.
I've heard it's momentous.
Good
Noise
job,
complaint
guys.
in this area? Do you hear those dogs barking? I can't imagine anybody's got a
That's
noise
true.
complaint.
That's a good point. I'll go and open the door.
And standing before you, you see Galthar. Delphine.
Lovely to see you. Come on in.
Thank you. And he walks
You
in.
look handsome as always.
Oh, stop. Thanks.
Wine?
Okay, sure.
Yes, wine.
Yes, wine, yes. And you all see, and Silas and Lux, you see for the first time a fairly tall gentleman, human, or at least seems to be human in nature, with short brown hair, has fairly nice robes on, though he does have a sword that, Silas, you would recognize is probably more decoration than anything, around at his hip. And you can see that on his chest, he is actually wearing the symbol of the Kornick family. And he says, "Oh, Silas and Lux, you're here. Nice to meet you. My name is Galithor Kornick. I'm the Maduke."
A kick-ass Duke.
You see as he enters the room, Thorn puts the glaive down. As you realize every time there's a knock on the door or he doesn't see someone, he's got a hand on his glaive.
So, have you all met and made acquaintances and familiar with one another? Shared information. Good. Well,
I quickly move to the other side of the room and spit a mouth of wine back into the cup and try and hide it and just lean against my back there.
make a sleight of hand check.
Oh, shit. Come on, dice. Of course, it breaks. Let me refresh real quick. All right, here we go.
This is fun. This is killing me.
This is it. Welcome to the casual ones, everybody. It's a 3 total.
Yeah.
Nice.
Everybody in the room audibly hears the sound of like water hitting the floor as you miss your cup completely and just spit a bunch of wine onto the floor, like just kind of like. And he just looks over at you.
I think we all look at him like,
Yeah.
what the?
Yeah,
just
and I
doing a
quickly
welcome
stand in
thing.
front of him.
It's just a welcome thing. I hold up.
Oh,
the book.
yes? You watch as Thorn. Welcome. He doesn't understand
No.
the customs as well as everyone else. So.
Sorry.
Oh.
Information share. We've started. We're definitely working. So.
Excellent. Right. Anyway, I do have the your next assignment is prepared and ready. So how
We are
would
raring
you-
to go.
Yeah.
Good. How would you all like to go for a bit of a journey?
Yes.
Yes. When?
Excellent. Well, you can leave as early as today, if you like. There is a carriage that we're going to have waiting. If you'd like to take that, unless you have other means you would prefer to travel.
And where will we be traveling to?
You'll be traveling to the ruins that were discovered just outside of Ingsa. They were discovered quite some time ago, but no one had been able to go and do a full investigation of them. But there are a few members of the great houses that are very interested in having those, having someone take a look at those. So thought it'd be best to send you all out that way. So
Would these be similar to the ruins we've seen in Turin? And I don't know.
initial reports did seem to say so. We don't know honestly how. We've been told that the area has been sort of zoned off, so no one could just kind of come and go from that place. That being said, it's been like 2 weeks now, so Somebody might have tried to sneak in. We're not sure. It's outside of, and you guys would all know this. This is outside of. It's in another country. Like they don't have the means to be able to lock something like that down. They don't have the jurisdiction to be able to do it. So, and people might have gone there. We honestly don't know, but we're just hoping that we can gather some more information and see if there's any more of the of that brick that you'd found.
It would be nice. Maybe gather some clues, or maybe find a way through.
Hopefully, maybe some relics to the past, maybe some secrets. We're not sure, but we're hopeful.
Yes, I think that sounds like a great first assignment for us. And you said there's a carriage and some provisions ready for us?
Yes, it will be downstairs. Should be within the hour. You're not being forced to leave right away. Though they would prefer if you leave sooner than later. That being said, though, it's up to your discretion, really.
I mean, how are our new friends feeling?
We kind of like let out a small belch. Pardon me. Full tank. Ready to go. I've recently tried to ensure that I am, ready and supplied to go where is needed. I can only assume that my new friends here are similarly prepared.
Yes, bag upstairs, but ready to go.
Yeah. I just pat the thing beside me with a little bit of wine dribble on it. Always ready.
I look around at my like mess of stuff all over the place. I could pack.
5 minutes. 1 hour, really, because they say 1 hour.
Yes. Maybe we leave in the morning.
We do have a companion that we're waiting on.
Oh yes.
Right.
Charlie, is that right?
Charlie. Yes.
I last heard that Charlie was in Athleto, correct?
That is correct. Yes.
Well, she's much closer than you are, so
Be on our way. Yeah.
I would suggest that maybe she just meet you there. No?
Yeah, I'm gonna turn to the group. Can anybody send messages?
I can.
With some paper and a postal service.
Yeah, if I had Wi-Fi right now, it'd be great.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't realize you were married. Wonderful. Congratulations.
I tuck a pillow into the corner.
Yes, we can talk about it.
I could potentially.
Well, maybe when we're on the road, we'll contact Charlie some way.
Yeah.
That would be
I'll go get
lovely.
bed then. I start
Oh, he's off.
running up to go get
Taking
my
6
bag.
steps at a time.
Well, my work here is done. Thank you all as always. It was a pleasure meeting you. And he bows, and before anybody has a chance to do anything else, he just turns to leave.
He took wine glass.
He's so sweet.
Is he always like that?
More or less, yeah. He seems to be pretty straightforward. Gets to the point, and your friend, Charlie was the other in your group. Maybe when we're on our way.
Yeah.
Yes. What is this Charlie like? You haven't told us anything about her.
Yeah.
Charlie is, quiet. Taciturn would be the word I would probably use.
Thank God he's not married.
Sorry, Thorn, serious.
I see.
Try to mimic what serious is.
I know serious.
He's not a child. You just.
Yes.
You
use 4-syllable word.
Serious. 4? Yep.
Anyway, she is very quiet.
And
But-
her specialty?
Oh,
She-
like you, punching things.
Oh,
She is a healer
excellent.
of sorts.
Oh.
Be good.
I'm sorry. What the hell was that with the wine? Is that a custom? I'm not I'm not privy to.
Lativar just likes to keep pretenses.
We were almost caught partying.
But it's fine. We are adults.
If I know anything about a high school party, it's that if you're about to get caught, you hide it. And that's all I honestly...
That is a
custom
point.
I don't know. No. You get caught, you hide it. And I'm sorry.
Thor, do you know what a bit is?
Yes, go in horse mouth.
All right, we'll get to that one.
He's got a massive well of approximate knowledge. It's incredible.
So close, always so close.
Well, these parties were themed, so it, just because it was themed a high school party does not mean we are actually high schoolers.
But a themed party is an excellent idea. Perhaps when we get back, we can do a toga party.
That's a pretty easy one. You just take one arm out the shirt and you are partying. Toga style.
Excellent. I, for one, can't wait.
It's gonna be that'll be exciting. What same drink, or can we have something different?
I'll make a cocktail or something. Do we think this Charlie will participate? Maybe perhaps it will loosen her up.
I think the best guess for Charlie is that she would probably stand off in the corner and watch the whole party. But
at least she'll be there.
She's slow to warm up to people.
Yeah, I actually don't think that she's warmed up to us yet, to be quite honest.
I get the impression
you
she's
two are so
usually
lovely.
annoyed by me.
I mean, if anyone can break through an egg clean in half, get right to the insides and figure them out, you got Thorn right here. He's gonna...
But not physically, Thorn.
No,
just...
consent, yes. We speak consent.
Happy-wise.
Yes. Fun.
I'm so excited.
Seriously, fun, I promise.
Anyway, we'll let you guys pack and
done.
I guess.
Yeah, swing it over my shoulder right here. All right.
Well, I guess it's just Delphine then.
Yes, that will take me a little bit of time. And I just start picking it. There's things everywhere: jewelry, clothing, whatever, half-finished books.
May as well bring all of it. You can't possibly leave anything behind because you never know when your home's going to burn down. It's happened to me twice.
Oh,
yes.
Awful. But I will probably just leave things here because this is our place that we are allowed to use.
I have many homes. Fixed problem.
Lativar, I bet you 5 gold that this place will not burn down before we get back.
Okay, yeah, I'll take that bet. That's quite a few days.
Yes. Shake on it.
You're gonna shake on it for sure. 5 gold that we don't.
Thorn basically just stands outside and waits for the carriage. He's very excited.
Right away.
Okay.
Yeah, he's been a little uncomfortable in the city, so he's ready to get out of here.
Yeah. I'll make my way down to Thorn. So big guy, your time in the wilds was how did you get there?
It's going to sound wild. I woke up.
Okay. Now, when you mean you wake up, you literally mean you just woke up there.
Well, I think some events happened before, but mostly yes. One day I wake up, and Feywild is where I am.
And how did you get back, especially after that long?
You're not going to believe me, but I wake up. I go there maybe 8, maybe 11. I spend 12. I don't know, many years. and I have weird dream. Maybe me as small child, and then I wake up and I'm not in Feywild. I'm here.
It's good to be a traveler. I'm finally
Jesus
coming
Christ.
down.
Doesn't flinch at all. Knew the whole time.
Yeah.
He literally, I took the alert feed. He cannot be surprised. So
Yeah.
yes,
And
I tell
how-
him real all this. So
And how did you two meet?
On the job, we were at Turin. He was the brawn. I was the brains, I guess. And there were some other family working with us as well. They're ambassadors, I guess, from the other families, but they doing their own things, I suppose. Didn't really get to meet them well.
pretty
And
cool.
Thor, did you, between the time you woke up to meeting the rest of the group, how long was that time?
Not good at time. Feywild kind of mess up time for me, but 6 months? 6
Okay.
months or so.
Okay.
I think.
That's okay. Ballpark. I've gotten used to ballparking time with some of our companions.
Lux, you keep saying ballpark as I come down. What is that? What is that?
Ball,
In
you know, the
Feywild.
ball, it lands in a park where people play.
Must be a high school thing.
Yeah, it's a high school.
I really did not get out enough.
Delphine gets it, I'm sure.
You tag him.
Also, Pitts, quick question.
Yep.
Have I seen Delphine before?
I would say that yeah, you probably would have seen her a couple times, though I don't think you would have interacted with her.
Okay. And how did you end up getting the job in Turin? Especially you, Thorn. I don't see you as an employer of sorts.
Well, I wake up, and then I walk for a while.
And this is the first time in the Feywild.
No, this is second.
You're answering everything as I woke up. How'd you get a job? I woke up.
Start over.
Woke up.
I
left
wake
my
up.
house.
I wake up. Not in Feywild. Then I walk for a while. Big monster eats man, like older important core man. Forget name. Sorry. He very happy. And asked,
Not the man that was eaten, though.
no, he not eaten. I saved from eating.
Oh, very clear.
You know what? I save core man. He's
Okay.
He's like, you are very strong. Help?
Okay. I'm following so far, Thorn, yes.
Sorry.
No problem. You keep on
He
going.
begins reading his dictionary, hoping he'll get better.
Sylvan to common dictionary.
As you guys are all sitting out there talking, eventually you do see a carriage kind of come down the road and turn down the side to the side of where the building is.
Should we get? Is Delphine ready? Does anyone know? Silas, you were down last.
I can go check.
Dibs on top. And I climb to the top of the carriage.
No, damn it!
There's
Oh,
no
no.
room. He's so big, he should not be up there.
Like the carriage is doing this. Yeah, and I just as I get upstairs, I sort of sheepishly knock. Miss Delphine, the carriage is here. If you're ready.
I whip open the door in like a brand new outfit, like a traveling bag. Silas, darling, you don't just call me Miss Delphine. We're like the same age.
You're right, Miss Miss Delphine. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Let's go. Sit with me. I'd love to hear more about your family.
You just hear like a wheezing noise. Like, okay. Yeah. Yes.
And darling, can you carry this? And I just hand in my bag and like
Like,
start flouncing
before I
down
even
the
know what's
stairs.
happening, I already have it in my hands. Mhm.
And then I'll hop into the carriage.
Yeah.
So as you guys are going down and making your way to the carriage, and Silas, you kind of have like your arm full of bags and whatnot.
Several
You
bags.
see a man in
Highly
like
trained pack
full plate mail walk up to you.
To me.
He says, "Yeah, to you, Silas." He says,
Okay.
"Oh, excuse me, are you Silas Summerward?"
Like sort of shift the bag. Like, I'm he. Yes.
Excellent. And I was looking for you. Sorry. And he looks over towards you, Lux. He says, "And you're Lux?"
Yes.
Can I just do a quick insight check? I just got weird
Yeah.
vibes.
Yeah.
Sure.
'Cause
That's kind of weird.
I was just waiting for.
Thorn has
Yeah,
the
it's not
glaive in
happening,
his
but
hand,
also yes.
standing at his full 7-1. Excuse me?
Did this guy come from the carriage or just like?
No, he just
here
like was
now?
walking down the road as you
Oh,
were kind of
shit.
coming out and around the building. He was like just
Okay.
walking down the laneway, looking around.
Mm,
14 on my insight.
14.
Yeah, anyone got better than that?
nope.
20.
I got a 6.
You see,
Or-
as you look into his eyes, an odd excitement cross over as he reaches behind himself
Okay, I go into the rage.
and pulls out a
just put a
great
hand up.
sword.
Excuse me, sir.
I'm going to
Drop
erase. Let me
the
roll for
bag.
it real quick.
No,
Uh,
hey,
lower-
we already have
lower
our
the-
initiative order, friendos.
Oh, no!
I know.
And I throw my glaive. At this moment.
Oh, wait.
No.
Oh no.
Why don't we go ahead and God, I hope I set this up right. Get
Are
us
we
over
going into Tailspire?
into.
Holy
Oh, we're
shit.
going.
I closed it. Oh,
I told
no.
you you can't trust Fitz. There's always a chance.
Oh no.
Oh, I spelled it wrong again. I'm freaking out.
I'm freaking
Can
out, man.
can I have gone into a rage or do I wait till my turn?
No, you have to wait till your turn.
That's why I'm asking.
All right, Thorn, it's your turn. As you are up first.
Yay!
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, I was not
All
ready.
right.
It's wow. Okay, so you watch as this is happening, like
I gotta
as the
get you guys in
sword
the
is
right
coming
spot.
out. Anyone who's around, Delphine and Lux, you will notice this. Like you never really know Lux, you never really noticed before, but this is a pretty furry individual, and he begins to crouch, and you are almost afraid isn't the right word, but it's like you are suddenly in the presence of a predator. As you watch as the tattoos on his arm and his whole being begin to glow, as he sort of doesn't really go into a rage, but if you can see his eyes, they sort of like narrow, and he begins to almost like hyperventilate.
Okay.
In my mind, I'm like, oh my god, not another one.
Oh, you know it, boo boo. Give me one moment. I apologize. I forgot to open this. Okay.
Oh, what does this guy look like? Also.
Yes.
So you can
Like
see
the-
that he has a great sword in his hands, full plate mail. You can't really see his face behind his helmet as he has like the helmet down at the moment. You just see you basically saw him pull out the sword, two-hand it, and immediately Thorn sprang into action. So
Cool, rad.
So you watch. Okay. Okay.
okay.
It's Thorn time.
You watch as the Thorn's eyes color begin to shift to like an iridescent color, and you see him smile as he steps through something that only he can see, and you watch as he steps into existence right behind the guard, as he teleports 30 feet or however far I was.
Yeah. You
that's
weren't all
still
that far away, but yeah, you can get
yeah, roughly 30
down.
feet. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, 30 feet. And you watch as just the glaive in his hand, he sort of flings it around and just comes down.
Where you going? I got you where you need to be.
Oh, sorry, I
Okay.
teleported to the wrong. Yeah, my
You're all
bad.
good.
Yeah, and I will make 2 attacks recklessly.
Okay, go for it.
Hey, he's doing all the things.
Do all the things.
I remember this.
Oh yeah, baby. I've been waiting. That is a 26 to hit,
26 hits.
and that is not great. That is 10 points of damage.
10. Okay.
Second attack
Mhm.
is a 19 to hit,
19 hits as well.
and that is 15 points of damage.
15.
As you watch he's looking around in other places, and only really he can see there's like portals that suddenly have become available to him that he couldn't see before.
Nice.
And that's my
Fantastic.
turn.
Okay. That's going to bring us up to some friends. So you see.
Classic.
Uh-oh, there's more than one.
What?
Oh, yeah.
That's not allowed.
You guys didn't zoom out there, huh?
No.
Not really. Actually, I think with this.
What do they look like over here?
All right. First thing that happens.
Now we're having a high school party.
Now it's a high school
Fight's
party.
broken out.
It's the rival school.
They're here to steal our mascot.
Yeah, I was gonna say someone took their
There's-
mascot.
West Yisokai, those
I
bastards.
love that.
You guys are ridiculous.
That dog we heard earlier.
Yeah.
You see
Dog
this
take
individual at the back locks eyes with you. You see they reach their hand up, and you can see a small spark of flame before it starts to brighten, and then it goes flying towards both you and your new friend as he casts Fireball. So I need both of you to make dexterity saving throws for me, please.
It's a 25 for me.
Oh, we can hit
Is it
everybody.
me as well?
Sorry, yeah, so I
thought we were
need-
just gonna have a nice friendly intro
Yeah.
session.
Also, Silas and Delphine also need to make dex saving throws for me, please. Apologies.
Okay, 12 for me.
Wait, this is a spell condition, right?
Yep.
23.
Oh my god.
Whoa. Did I score that high?
Not in my case. I haven't rolled above 6 all night.
Yeah, I'm gonna use protection of the talisman and
Okay.
add a D4 to my roll. Still don't know if it'll be enough, but
Okay.
Ooh, D4 and D4. That's the classic. Always get 4s on a D4.
That's true. That's
Total
yeah.
16. Is that even
16.
enough?
Okay, Rolodvar,
Sometimes it helps you.
you
I
make
got a
it.
9.
Silas, you fail. Lux?
Sure did.
I rolled a shit. It was a 20
It
something.
was 25. You
Oh
rolled a
god. Okay, yeah, you're fine. And
you
then
have
Delphine?
evasion, so
23.
23. Okay, so everybody but Silas makes it. So
Oh, no.
what a
This is
classic.
a dad. This is a dad.
Silas, yeah, this dude's got kids for sure. Silas, you take 28 points of fire damage. Everybody else takes 14, and except for Lux, I believe, because I believe if you save, you get no damage.
Wait, so 14.
Actually, as a reaction,
14
I'm
points.
going to try to cast Absorb Elements
Okay,
and just try to capture some of the incoming damage.
sure.
but I have resistance to fire as
Yeah.
I am,
So
so I should
7.
never roll to save. No,
Yeah.
you don't
Oh.
double resistances, right?
yeah, if
Or
it
it's
was
half
14,
and
now it's,
resist-
yeah.
It's half, and then you
I was
resist it. Yeah.
thinking the other way. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
you're
So
good.
that's excellent.
What did your talisman look like when you did anyone see that? Is what I'm asking, I guess.
Yeah, it is currently under the cloak, but you would have seen shooting up from the skin, like just a reddish, purplish light come up and out of it from under my clothing.
And sorry, Pitts, that was 28, right?
28, correct.
So reduced to 14.
Okay.
Okay.
They're going to kind of move themselves a little bit behind cover, behind that pillar. All right. Next up is a different person.
Oh.
So are you saying our initiative rolls didn't go well?
No.
That was pretty good.
Speak for yourself, people.
Oh, true.
Yeah. I almost got 30.
Ooh. Lux. Does a 22 hit you?
Of course.
Okay. So none of you had clocked it originally, but on top of the roof, you see an arrow go whizzing over the heads of Silas and Delphine, right into like center mass of Lux. As you take, oh god. Sorry, and Lux, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
A con save? Come on.
Yes, sir.
We don't do those. What are you talking about?
Okay, con save, eh? That's a 19.
19 saves, which is good. So you take 4 points of piercing damage plus an additional 12 points of piercing damage. And on top of that,
Damn.
uh, 14 points of poison damage.
Okay.
Okay.
Ouchie.
And this one is going to run up this way, or at
You
least
see
in
that
this
now, I presume.
direction. Oh, you do for the moment.
There's a dude on the roof.
On the roof.
Ouch, that hurt.
The roof.
The roof.
Okay, I'll look on the roof.
Rough. Oh, we're from Michigan. Okay.
Okay, yeah, and just head moves sort of along the roof there. That's going to end their turn. Delphine, you are up.
Okay, amazing. She is going to start running and doing a series of handsprings and get about halfway and just like launch herself into the air. And you see these like green spectral dragon wings essentially sprout out of her back. As she flies, and I don't know how to use Tailspire.
I got you.
As she flies up to, thank you,
All right.
up next to him, and just during the flight grabs like a staff with a spear end on it, and comes down onto him. With that weapon that I can't pronounce.
The staff.
Ugh. A Yikla? A Yikla?
Oh,
I don't know how to say that.
Was it a
Okay,
Quizarm?
Okay, the first one doesn't hit though. That's like an 11.
Yeah, 11 does not hit.
Okay, then I'll just do the second one. That's gonna be better. 25.
25 definitely hits.
Okay, so that's 12 damage.
Okay.
And then I will finish it up with just a roundhouse kick.
Okay.
Oh my god. 15?
15 does actually hit.
Hey,
Oh,
Person's just wearing some leather armor.
nice.
that's 6 damage on that.
Okay.
And then I would like to stunning strike him so he
All right.
can't
Con save,
go
right?
nowhere.
So much.
You'll do better
Which is a
than
con save of 18.
Okay. Ooh, that's pretty high.
Mm-hmm.
How about 7?
No.
Beads!
He is stunned.
Okay. Stun. Excellent.
that is
That ends
my
your turn?
Mhm.
All right, Lux, you are up.
Sorry, can you show me where I am on the map?
Yeah, boy. You're back there.
Okay. I'm going to take a shot at the one in between Silas and Thorn.
Yep.
Where's my actions? Does a 19 hit?
A 19 does hit.
Oh, nice. Okay. I was afraid you were going to say no. That's a 9 plus. Uh, 15, so 24.
Okay.
And yeah, I'll just stay there. Yeah, I'll just stay there. That's my turn.
Okay. Excellent. That goes ahead and ends your turn. Brings us up to another individual.
Bad news. Should we just party wipe?
Well,
That
that
would
was
be
fun. Thanks
kinda
for
fun.
inviting me.
Yeah.
But we go
Alright.
back to that time cup we were talking about earlier.
This one's going to move in range, or at least an eye line of Lux, and is going to make 3 quick shots with
And now,
spells.
is this an orc or a half orc that we see?
It's a half orc.
Okay.
So the first one's a 20 to hit.
Actually, can I? Sorry, no, never mind. I wrote that wrong. 20 does hit. Yep.
All right, 18 to hit,
Yep.
and another 20 to hit. So all
They
3
all hit.
connect. Woohoo!
Oh boy. Always good to hear.
Cool. Excellent.
Love that.
Guys, maybe I'm gonna roll a new character too.
So fun. Join the party.
Let's do a
Hello.
quick refresh of characters.
Yeah, welcome, Research Team 3.
Charlie comes back and it's just like,
Oh, I'm doing this super wrong. Hold on.
are
Sorry.
Everyone doesn't know anyone.
Yeah.
Oh, what show was
No,
that
I was
from?
right. Sorry, one sec.
Oh,
I thought I read something wrong and I was being ridiculous, but I'm not.
They really do that much damage.
Yeah, they do.
depending on the-
rad, cool.
You take 64 points of radiant damage.
Who does?
Who?
Lux.
Wait, what is
He's-
this? I
he's
thought
at
he was getting hit
-10.
with arrows.
No. It's like
Oh, more.
bursts of arcane energy in this case.
Okay,
right?
just so
Oh,
it doesn't outright kill me,
well,
I'm gonna.
I have a thing. I might be able to. I didn't know. I thought this was arrows for some reason.
No. Sorry, this is magic.
Oh, could I have tried to counterspell that? I know I don't have many spell slots, but it sounds like worth it. I don't know.
This is not a spell, technically.
Okay, not specifically a spell. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So unfortunately,
So not to kill me outright. I'm gonna use uncanny dodge so that it still puts me down, but
okay.
it only takes half
It
damage.
would
So
it would have one shot you.
Because
Sorry,
you already
how much
took
did
like
you
20
say?
points of damage.
It was. Oh shit! What
64 points.
Did I say? Yeah,
you
I thought it
said.
was 64 as well. 64.
oh, 60. No, I wouldn't have died, but
Oh,
I'm still
okay.
down. I mean, I did take 30 damage, but yeah. Anyway, I'm down.
Okay.
Okay. Was that this fellow over here?
Yes,
Yep.
correct.
Okay.
And then he's going to use the rest of his movement to get back around the corner. Whee! Actually, yeah, he'll remember he is perfect. That ends his turn. So now it's the big gentleman who is between Silas and Thorn. He's going to go ahead and attack at Silas, making 3 strikes with the great sword.
Coward.
Okay, the first one is a 21 to hit.
Yep.
20, yep.
Second is only a 16.
Nope.
Third is a 19.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So 2 hit.
It's not all three.
It's
You
true.
know, you got silver linings.
Silver linings.
This is a lot of damage from these
Yeah.
individuals.
I see Pitt's adding face in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a good
He's
one.
like, oh, he's using his right brain for math. Oh.
You take 40 points of slashing damage.
Come on. Come off it.
Then you're going to use this bonus action to use second
No,
wind.
he's not.
No, he is.
I have a thing where it says no, they can't.
They don't do bonus actions.
Yeah, it's just a feat I
actually.
have.
And then you see Roladrivar, he looks over Silas's shoulder in your eyes and just goes, "This in your fight." And that's gonna
To me?
to you, yes. And then that's gonna end his turn, which brings us around to Silas.
As I take that slash across my chest, I like reel back from him. Like, you dare attack the son of Summerward in broad daylight? Who the fuck do you think you
That
are?
is a good question.
Mhm.
And I'll use my bonus action to second wind.
Just wait a second.
Yeah. Also, hold on.
Who the fuck do you think you are?
Yeah, that's
so
more like it right there.
I'll heal up by 15 there.
Yep.
I am going to just like shout out like no more, and I cast blur on myself.
Okay.
And then I will use my action surge to attack back using the summer sword.
You have advantage.
Oh, sorry, I get advantage for being
Yes, flanking.
Okay. So 15.
15 does not hit.
Cool. I'll attack a second time because I get to
Okay.
do that.
You sure do.
Come on, friends.
Remembering that I have advantage.
We got this.
Easy.
You know,
With an 18 to hit,
18 just hits.
just hits.
Ouch.
Okay, so I will be doing 1d8 plus 2d6 damage for returning the elemental damage.
Yep.
you know what we could use right now? A bard.
Well, why didn't I make one of those?
God damn it! You guys had a
Zelma
chance.
could have talked his way out of this situation. That's all I'm saying.
For a grand total of 13 points of damage.
13, all right.
Oh
That
my
might have been
God.
all of his second.
Why am I so bad? But
Your coming of age story is just taking a little longer than everyone else.
Yeah.
really taking a long time, man. Like the voice is still cracking and everything.
It's like the second half of The Outsiders, but that's your whole life. It just keeps doing that.
Just and as I like slash across like what I'm assuming is probably like his shoulder, just like, who sent you in my best Batman voice?
What's Silas's best Batman voice?
Yeah, it's not very good.
Who did it? Please tell me.
You didn't say it was
Jeez,
Adam
guys.
West.
Sir, I'm Gee Willikers. Yeah,
All right, does that end your turn, Silas?
that's what I got, man.
Okay.
I used them
Rolandrivar,
all.
you're up.
Okay,
Yeah.
I look at Rill.
You're
No,
not-
it's me.
Yeah, you're not
Come on.
Rolandrivar.
Sorry,
I know
I'm
you
so
don't
sorry.
know words, but
I'm
it's
sorry.
me.
I'm so sorry. Let me just mute myself and think
Wait,
about
didn't
what
you
I've
roll
done.
good initiative though?
Yeah,
Yeah, I forgot you were at the bottom.
Yeah, he
so
thought we were
I
at the
get
top
confused.
again. That's
Oh,
all.
you
Yeah,
thought
he
you
was
were
ready
out.
to go.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay.
I forgot that you hadn't gone yet, and now I
Yeah,
feel
know.
bad.
I've been just, yeah, I definitely want to yell, just out to these people like, who are you? Do you want to die here? Trying to be threatening, but
Your best Silas impression.
a little bit. Okay. Does anyone look really bad already? Like
Lux looks
under half
unconscious.
health? True. Lux is down. I don't have healing. Too late for him.
Oh,
Does
gotcha.
anyone else? Does anyone
no.
else look under half?
No.
Silas?
Silas.
Oh yeah, Silas also looks bad.
Okay. Let me just take a quick look.
There is
here.
many blood.
Many bloods.
Okay. Okay. Where are you then? So shit. There is that guy, but Thorn's got that guy. Sorry, Silas. You're
I don't
fine.
know you. I don't buy it.
Can
He's seen
I-
Thorn chop people in half, so he's like, I'm not. He's got that.
Yeah, he's fine. How do you... what am I trying to do? I'm trying to do that thing. Oh, there we go. So I want to move... what is my movement? 30 feet. Yeah, I want to try and move... would it be better to go the other way? I'm just trying to see this guy that ran.
Okay.
Does that see him there, or should I go to the other side? It's kind of hard to tell.
I'd say you'd be able to see him. It's not a big deal. I'm not
Okay.
fussed about this.
So I'm gonna go for this guy.
Okay.
Did he do both spells? Like no, he couldn't. So he killed.
You saw him like throw his hands 3 times, and these 3 different impacts bounce off Lux, and then Lux hit the ground like a sack of potatoes.
Okay. All right. So then, yeah, I raise my fingers up and look through them, and you see like these like sparkling warlocky shapes bead onto that guy.
Okay.
Almost like there's like a circle with like lines that go through it and go back to a circle, and then I just pull from out of my robes like a purplely inscribed little like cannon looking thing in my hand, and I'm going to cast Hex on him.
Okay.
And then I'm going to start blasting. So
So anyway, start a blast.
so start a blast. So I mean, Hex just happens, right? There's nothing. They don't do anything about that. As far as I can tell, right? There's
Yeah,
no
you just have to pick a
save.
thing that they have disadvantage on out of the attributes.
Yeah.
You can blast them first.
Disadvantage on, I guess Constitution would be good, just in
Okay.
case. And then I'm gonna Eldritch Blast them.
Okay, go for it.
Come on,
Hey,
dice.
Eldritch Blast.
Okay, 26.
26 hits.
So that is 9 plus 3 for the first one. And then... Oh, I accidentally hit the wrong button. And then 9 plus 1 for the next one.
Okay. Yeah.
And I think that's it. Yeah.
Okay. You see, as both impact, you can tell that it hurt him a little bit, but he looks at you with like the biggest questionable look, like, and you see him like start to kind of like roll up the sleeves a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so that ends your turn.
I guess it does.
All right, Thorn. Now it is your turn.
Who, me?
Something else.
Yes,
right,
you.
I can
Couldn't
go?
be. Then who?
I look over to Rill and I'm like, half plate or wizard?
I'm not sure. Maybe first one, then the other.
Okay. And you watch as he hunches down even more. And Silas, you see, it almost looks like Thorn gets taller. And his back gets a little more hunched as he shifts into his wild hunt form.
Oh my.
As he becomes like part animal, he has like his forearms get longer, and his claw, like his nails sort of get claws in a way. And he looks like a flight animal right now. And he is going to just slash with efficiency, hopefully efficiency.
That was great when you really described something so cool and then you roll. Like,
Yeah, and I will be attacking recklessly, even though I get advantage anyways, because that's just the way he rolls.
100%.
That's a 24 to hit.
24 definitely hits.
That is 15 damage. Excuse
Okay.
me.
Yeah.
And that is a 19 to hit.
19 still hits. Yeah.
And that is not great. 11 damage.
11. All right.
As he's just slicing as hard as he can, but at the chinks in the armor, like the parts where there might be more exposed flesh.
Okay. Yeah, 100%. You can see that He's not overly hurt, but he's for sure annoyed at this point. And you can see that there is some blood starting to seep out of the armor now with the attacks that you've been making.
Okay. He stays where he is. He's sort of like itching to step through the portals that are around him, but Real says one then the other. So that's what he's doing.
All right. No problem.
Might be a mistake.
And your turn. Okay. Which brings us to the next one.
Someone should probably save Lux. I just realized.
Yeah, I just can't heal or anything.
All right.
Our
This
healer
one
is
here.
an Athleto.
On vacation, apparently.
I'm just
feel
taking
like
a
that
look at
shouldn't
now
be that.
before our trip.
Is going to. Oh, there we go. Sorry. Back. Need to see the roof. Going to fly up.
Why is he
As a
coming up
cast
here?
Fly. And then is then going to use a bonus action once they're up on the rooftop, which they're up on the rooftop.
Okay.
To cast, or yeah, it's going to use a bonus action to use a feature to teleport. And it's going to teleport into the space that Thorn currently is in.
Can I
Which
counterspell
causes-
that?
This also is not a spell. It is
Technically a
feature.
Cool.
Yeah. Sorry, bud.
Very cool.
But it does move Thorn here, and they are now here.
Thorn, what are you doing up here? I'm fine.
She sees the portals. It's like pushes me through one, essentially.
And yeah, at this point is going to pick up the individual in front and try to start flying away.
I don't.
Strength check that isn't bad. So they don't go very far yet because this boy be heavy. They get 15 feet into the air together.
Oh god, I can't wait till it's my turn.
All right. As they start taking off, which is going to bring us around to the one that Delphine is currently fighting. So bonus action is going to...
He can't do anything. He's stunned.
Oh, sorry, you're right. Yes, my bad.
Yes.
Then it comes around back to you,
Wait,
Delphine.
hold on, that works?
Loser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's what you do with a mug, ladies and gentlemen.
I
Yeah.
didn't know it could
Ooh.
work.
Ooh,
It's
shots
cool.
taken.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Those are just shots at Aaron.
Delphine, you're up, though.
Great. I am going to get my character sheet out. Okay. I'm gonna hiss at him like a little like a little sniggity snake.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna spin the Yiklua that I just looked up how to say it in the
There you
air. And it's advantage because he's stunned.
Mhm.
So let's go.
Let's go.
Yay, yay.
25 to hit.
25 definitely hits.
Okay.
Finish.
So that's 12 damage.
Okay.
And then, because it's the first combat with this character, let's have fun. I'm gonna, instead of doing my second attack, I would like to inhale and breathe out a line of acid breath,
Okay.
which he cannot dodge because he's stunned.
Absolutely.
Hot.
I know.
Seems
Stingy,
pretty
I guess.
cool.
He's just like looking with like eyes like.
Yeah, you see it's just like...
No, please, no, please. I have
That's
kids.
9 acid damage.
Okay.
And then I'll use my bonus action just to make 2 unarmed strikes that I will also make acid, because why not? It's fun.
Thorn like looks over at this fight and it's like, oh, it feels like home.
Bunch of
Ooh.
wild shit.
The first one is only a 12.
12 does not hit.
Okay. And then the second one is a 14. I don't know if that hits either.
14 does not hit either,
Oh, shit.
unfortunately.
Bad rolls.
Right
I gotta get
there.
rid of the fuzzy dice.
Bad roll.
in D&D Beyond.
Mhm.
Okay, that is fine. That is it. And then I'll just turn to Thord and be like, do you want to stay here? I can go fight a different one.
I just point to the people flying, and then I motion jumping.
I should do that. You're gonna do that, and I'll just
Point to myself.
Oh boy, I
And
have the
you
wings.
don't see it, but he
but-
sees a portal right next to them. So
Okay, great. And that's it. And he's no longer that person there is no longer stunned.
Perfect. Thank you very much. That's going to bring us over to Lux, and I've already rolled your death saving throw for you as per usual, which brings us back around to our other arcane friend.
go away.
Like, just stop it.
He is 10-foot
To run.
spear, center on a point. All right, I need Roladrivar and Silas to both make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Is this one counterspellable?
It's not a spell.
Counterspell.
What the fuck is going on?
Listen, you had the chance on Fireball and you didn't do it, okay?
Because we were playing a surprise. It was fun.
I know.
Why? What is he doing? Is he shooting me with a gun? What is
No.
happening?
Yeah, I can't
What
wait
is
for
this,
my
a revolt?
dagger gun. I can't wait for my dagger gun. It's gonna be amazing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, what is
13.
he actually doing?
Well, I'll tell you in a sec.
15.
15. And what did Lux get? Or sorry, not Lux, Silas?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, Lux is dead.
13.
No, it's joking.
Well, it's got a death.
Death save.
13, he said?
Yeah,
13? Okay.
13.
Unfortunately, you do both fail.
I will use the talisman then.
Okay.
Second of 3 charges. Come on. Okay.
And
17 total?
17, you pass. And you basically see, in between the two of you, you see this bright light, like this pinprick, almost kind of open in the middle of the space before it becomes this 10-foot wide ball of blinding light that erupts. And you both take, well, one of you is going to take less, but hold on a sec.
Can absorb elements again. I don't know if radiant is an element you can absorb.
Ooh. Oh. Silas, you take 57 points of psychic damage.
Cool.
Jeez,
I'm at negative 26.
Okay. And Roladrivar, you take half that.
What'd you say?
Also, Silas, you're stunned.
28 damage?
Yeah, death
yeah,
does that to a
28.
person.
Yeah.
I'll Hellish Rebuke.
You could have just told me
Okay.
you wanted me to make a new character.
There you go. You can use your spells.
No, this one is just a class feature, so. Yeah.
Uh,
We don't do spells here.
it's
Not on this one.
all features.
Listen, I've cast both Fireball and Fly, and you stopped none of it.
Yeah, I've never played like a counter spell.
No,
guy
that's
before,
fair.
So
That's fair.
Is that like a bird person? Are they just flying?
Your instincts are right. That's okay.
Yeah, point at that son of a bitch. They have to make a dexterity saving throw when they hit me.
Well, that's not a very high dex. 12.
No, 15 was the save. So
Yep.
they take 2d10
Damn.
fire damage.
Nice.
I was like a 0. That's good. 19, almost.
19's
max
pretty good.
damage.
Good
They
job.
use Hellish Rebuke. No, I'm just joking.
Oh no, it goes back.
Are you kidding me? It's a beaker, so
Counterspell.
Yeah. Could
and
you
yeah, like,
imagine?
so Roladrivar, you like reach out your hand as your eyes are just kind of seeing spots, and you hear like a over, and then as you kind of clear your eyes, you turn, and that same individual looks at you and turns and starts running.
That son of a bitch. He knows something.
Yeah, get to there so far as he's trying to make his way out. Brings us to the big guy. He doesn't really have much he can do, honestly.
The one in the air.
Yeah,
He's flying.
he's kind of chill. Yeah, but he's being like carried, so he's
Yeah,
just he's letting
exactly.
it happen. That's what he's doing. Okay, which brings us over to Silas.
You rolled lower than me on initiative. Impressive.
Okay, no, that's not a 1.
It's not your turn. You just hellish rebuked. I think
Relajivar, you're up.
Wait, what?
You didn't take your
yeah,
turn.
yeah,
You
I
just
didn't actually
reacted.
go,
Yeah, you just
right,
No, that was just a
yeah,
reaction.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's a reaction.
Is this the last one of the round then, or is there anyone after me?
you're the last one of the round.
Oh,
God,
I'm
I
just
don't
gonna
want to do what
remember.
I want to do next. Can you just go for the ball instead?
Write it
I'm
down.
lying.
Write it down. Okay. How far away is that guy? The one that was running. I'm gonna move around the corner if I don't see him.
Yep.
Oh, he's only there. Okay.
Yeah, it's not that far.
I'll just keep blasting. Yeah.
I get you both in frame. A little bit. Ooh.
12.
To hit?
Yeah.
No.
9. Is that a hit?
Oh, Aaron.
I have a
This
plus
is golf,
7.
buddy. I'm sorry. You have a plus
Okay,
7?
I have a
My
plus
man.
7. I wish
My
it
man.
mattered, don't I?
I respect it.
I don't use another spell slot. I'm a little guy. I only got 2 of those. Okay. Cool. Awesome. Just let me take a look here.
Yeah,
real
yeah,
quick. Bonus action. No, that's
Click some
spell
buttons.
slots.
Sure, for sure.
Oh, that sucks. What is this thing? No, that's all I can do. He's gonna get away. Maybe.
He's gone.
That ends your turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't have. I need more bonus actions.
Oh, that's fair. And as we take a look at some of the members of whoever just attacked you, seemingly trying to flee, and 2 of your newfound party members down from Project Team 2.
Hey,
They
nuts.
must think we're so weak. We're so weak.
These guys took a
You're
big
both
jump
down.
on us.
Starting to
Oh,
make sense
no.
why everything went wrong. Man.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no.
A couple of you, actually, Thorn, you'd be the only one facing the right way to notice this. You can see the side of the building where the fireball had been closest to has started to catch fire.
Is that our building?
Our
That's your-
office.
That's your building.
No.
Oh
Oh my god!
I owe
we
you
didn't
4
take our
gold.
Fire
Didn't
insurance.
even
I'm
take one fucking day.
The second we
It
leave.
took
I'm putting that
5
out as
minutes
soon as
from that bet to when our house
Holy-
was on fire. What does that say about us?
And with
Give
that,
5 gold for
that's where we're going to go ahead and end it for today.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Fire.
I'm just pointing out, Silas needs a win real freaking bad.
Yeah.
What do you mean he got one 20 episodes ago? Isn't that enough?
That was like a year ago.
What are you asking for? Jesus Christ.
Oh man.
You know what? I don't even
You
know
don't
at
feel
this
like the
point.
champ anymore?
You know what? Guys, I want to bring back Alton. That's what I want to do.
Wow.
All right.
At least he had inflict wounds, I suppose.
Just want to say thanks everybody again for coming out. We're the Casual Ones. We stream on Wednesdays. Videos go live on YouTube on Fridays. We hope to see you next time. But otherwise, we hope you have a great week. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you again soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye,
Remember, if you
everybody.
don't like ice, you can't fail.
Bye.